Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. For today's recipe, we're making this delicious baked potatoes and chicken. Let me show you how. But first of all, before I show you how, please preheat your oven to 220 degrees so that it will stay nice and warm by the time you add the chicken and potatoes to bake. Okay, so first of all, add smoked paprika into a bowl, add oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, some parsley, salt, black pepper, and some seasoning cubes. Mix this in very well and set aside to use for later. So here I have some cleaned and chopped potatoes, which I added the same seasoning mix to, and I also added a few bits of melted butter. I mix this in very well to ensure that it's well coated, and as you can see, I don't really think I like this process that I'm using, so I decided to resort to the traditional way. I'll show you what I mean. This is what I mean. So I allowed that to mix in very well. As you can see, in no time the spices has coated the potatoes and it's nice and glossy and it's ready to be marinated. So I set that aside for later. Now I'm adding the same spice mix onto the chicken. I made sure that the spice covered the chicken as well, and I used my hands to rub it in thoroughly. My hands were clean before I started this process, and as you can see here, I keep adding the spice onto the chicken because I want to ensure that the chicken is well covered in the spice so that it will have a flavorful taste. I also added some melted butter, and as you can see, I'm showing you my clean hands again. So I mixed that in very well, and once I was satisfied with the chicken, so I got all the chicken out, including the one at the bottom, and sure to mix that in, and then I covered it with cling film to marinate for later. So literally about the same time as marinating time for the potatoes. Now, once I'm satisfied with the marinating time, I brought out my baking dish and then I added the potatoes, which I spread out. Spreading it out helps it cook thoroughly and well so that you don't have half-baked potato here and there. I added the chicken at the top. This will ensure that every single potato and chicken has full flavor. I then put it in the oven to bake for 35 minutes. In the meantime, I seasoned the veggies that I'll be using with this recipe, which I added the same spice mix as well. In my veggie combination, I've got some mixed peppers here and some carrots. It's very essential that you do add the spices to the veggies because you don't want it to come out bland when it is cooked. So it's essential. Please don't skip that step. So after 35 minutes, this is what it already looks like. The chicken is almost done. Don't forget, because you preheated it to 220, so it will not take too long. I added the mixed veggies at the top because I wanted it to come out crisp, not too soft, but not too hard. I then proceeded to bake for an extra 10 minutes in the oven. And after that 10 minutes, this is what it looks like. As you can see, the chicken is nicely tender, it's brown as well, golden, and the potatoes look nice and soft as well. So there you have it. This is your baked chicken and potato. This is the recipe that I want you to try. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so and encourage your friends to do as well. Enjoy.